What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to TDPHINSTALK, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. Yes, we are live, and guess what? I told y'all. I told you. I told you. I told you. The first four picks gonna be quarterbacks. Y'all want to listen to me? You want to make all these excuses? Just because you want a specific somebody, you want to justify for all other teams who they getting. TD, stop hating. The Jets gonna take Sewell. The Jets gonna take the stop. I told you it was gonna be a quarterback. I told you, especially y'all Jets fan who got mad at. See, it's bad enough with Miami Dolphin fans trying to justify the number 6 pick to tell me this. But the Jets fans coming through, TD, you always been hating on us. The Jets ain't getting no quarterback. They sticking with Darnold. The first four picks will be quarterbacks. And they traded with the Panthers. Guess why they traded with the Panthers? Because the Panthers tried to trade with Atlanta. And I keep telling y'all, Atlanta has already come out and said we're leaning towards quarterback to sit behind Matt Ryan for 2 years. They done already said it. The Falcons already said, well, we already talked to Carolina. I mean, not Carolina said they already talked to Atlanta. But Atlanta looks like they'll be taking a quarterback too. And y'all keep, TD, man, you ain't. Just because you want somebody at 6, sorry, they may not be there. So what does this mean? The Miami Dolphins once again find themselves in a situation where they win again. All this does is verify that the draft order is bumped up. We can guarantee 1 and 2 and 3 is a quarterback. Now number 4, once again, everybody, no. Let me tell you something. It doesn't even matter at this point. It doesn't even matter at this point. If I was to basically entertain some of y'all, even if Atlanta didn't go a quarterback, which they will, watch. Even if they didn't, it's probably Penei Sewell now. Easy. Come on, man. The Miami Dolphins, like I told y'all before, Pitts will be on the board, man. And what y'all fail to realize, when I did that last stream breaking all of this down and some of y'all didn't pay attention, what you failed to realize is all the top 8 teams already knew what the draft was going to be from 1 through 5. That's the only reason all the moves happened in the first place with the Dolphins trade up to this one. They all already knew because there was too much chatter going around. And I ain't talking about rumor chatter. It was already, Dolphins were talking to the Eagles, and the Dolphins were telling the Eagles, if we can do the deal with San Francisco, do y'all want to pull the trigger? So that's 3 teams already in the fray, talking to each other. And then the Jets had already been reported to have turned other teams down to trade up. I reported this last week to y'all. I said the Jets have already turned teams down for the number 2 pick. And I told y'all, what does that tell you? They getting a quarterback. Otherwise, you don't turn nobody down. You go get that draft haul. If you ain't getting a quarterback, you could have made out like a fat pig if you were the Jets. And I don't even know how a fat pig makes out. So I don't know where that came from. But anyway, everybody was talking. Once people realized Jets say they're not trading the number 2 pick, they automatically knew that Jets getting a quarterback. We know what Miami, we know what the Eagles, and we know what San Francisco want to do. And then whenever we found out Carolina was making calls to Atlanta to trade up, Atlanta said no because we're leaning towards quarterback to sit behind Matt Ryan for a few years. First 4 picks, like I told y'all, is going to be a quarterback. And number 5, they high on Chase. They vocally said they love Chase. This is why I say we're going to find ourselves at the number 6 pick, and Pitts and Sewell going to be on the board. What do we do? What do we do? Y'all already know I'm going Pitts. But what do we do? Because you can't go wrong with Sewell either. But you already got a young talent at the position where Sewell is. Yes, Sewell is a generational talent. Yes, so Penei Sewell is a generational talent, but at the same token, you got a young guy that you're trying to build for that position. You're trying to bring him up. And you're not going to abandon that guy, but it does give you flexibility. But Pitts, come on, man. Pitts is an athlete. He don't play wide receiver. He don't play tight end. He play offense. He plays offense, man. And this is where we find ourselves, the Miami Dolphins with all the options in the world. And another thing, don't sleep on Carolina still moving up. Don't sleep on it, because at the same token, they get Sam Darnold hoping that he can turn his future around. That don't mean he will. And then you got the nerve to give up draft capital. I mean, they didn't spend terribly too much. They gave up a 6th-round pick this year, and next year they gave up a 2nd and a 4th. But that's a little decent something for a guy that the Jets obviously didn't believe in no more. But at the same token, they knew they were going quarterback, and that's why they make the deal. They made the deal. So Carolina still ain't out of it. Just because they bringing in Sam Darnold does not mean they still might not move up and draft a quarterback at 4. Or because it also came out today that the Lions and the Atlanta Falcons have officially stated that they would be willing to move out of their spot for the right price. And what does that mean? That's Atlanta basically saying we're leaning towards quarterback, but at the same token, if the price is right, we can get out of that spot, because any one of those other guys that's in the top 10, we'd be fine with adding on this roster if we don't go quarterback. If Atlanta drafts at 4, they going quarterback. If they trade out and still in the top 10, they're just going to get the best player available to add to this roster. That's what's going to happen. But I will say this. This is why the Miami Dolphins trade was even smarter. Say Pitts just out of the blue goes at 5. Say just craziness happens and he goes at 4. It doesn't matter. Let me tell you why. Because the Miami Dolphins, in my opinion, they feel like they won if they can get 3 specific players. Pitts, Chase, or Sewell. And now they're in a prime position where they are guaranteed to get one of them. They are guaranteed to get one of them. Somebody said Atlanta is looking to trade down TD. Oh, I know. But what people have to understand is if Atlanta does trade down, that's even more of a reason for you to know that a quarterback is coming at 4. Because there's only probably 2 teams that would make that deal. One of them being the New England Patriots. One of them being the New England Patriots, who are rumored to love the 4th best quarterback coming out of this draft. So, you know what's interesting, though? I think this is the most movement I've seen in over 20 years. And I'm saying 20 because that's about what I remember. I remember a lot of football before 20 years ago, but the end of Dan Marino era was, as far as my good memory goes, all the vague stuff, just watching Dan Marino go up and down the field all the time is vague. But I remember him on that field. But in the last 20 years, this has to be the most moving to take place since I can remember in the first round. Before the draft is what I'm talking about. Before the draft. And I'm going to tell y'all now, if Mac Jones slides, and I'm saying slide, which he shouldn't even been up there in the first place, according to scouts, but if he makes it to 4, look for the Patriots between now and draft day to trade with the Atlanta Falcons to move to number 4. Telling you now, Because the Patriots already know they're trying to do whatever they can to get a quarterback for the future. Cam Newton ain't that guy. He's not the guy. Y'all hit that like button. We got 400 people watching, but only 91 likes. Help the channel out. Punch that like button. Punch that like button. There's some guys that Bill Belichick might want to be getting at the number 4th pick. He could very well be moving up. So this is going to be real interesting, man. TD, the Dolphins are high on Smith. FinsFan7, who told you that? I got to break that down because I'm tired of hearing people say that because a few beat writers want them. Because a few beat writers come out, the Miami Dolphins are rumored to be really high on Smith. They really high on Penei Sewell too. They really high on Chase too. They definitely really high on Pitts. Matter of fact, Pitts is the one that you've heard the most about because you got an actual quote from Brian Flores telling this man, and this man telling y'all that Brian Flores told him, we calling you this week. Pick up the phone. We will definitely be in touch. That's the only solid out here that y'all even heard. The only person that you know 1,000% as a fact that they told we gonna be calling you this week is Pitts. So all this, they're high on Smith. They're high on Smith. They high on 30 kids in this draft. So I don't want to hear who they high on. They high on 30 kids in this draft. If you can see their big board, they high on people in the 3rd round. They high on people in the 6th round. They draft board is telling them he should be there in the 6th round. I'm real high on this kid. They ain't telling me nothing. Nothing. And guess who else they high on? They might be high on Trevor Lawrence, but we're not drafting a quarterback, right? They're high on people that we don't even need. So all this, see, that's how the media gets y'all with these narratives. They sell you something that's a true lie and a false fact. It's true that they high on Smith, but it's a lie to insinuate that that's who they want. It's false that they high on Smith in that regards, but it's the fact that they're high on him. It's these true lies and false facts, man. That's what gets me. That's what gets me. That's what happens in the media that spin y'all head in circles. These writers giving y'all these true lies and false facts. Because technically it's true, but that ain't who at the top of their board. It's not. It's not. So with that being said, man, and let me say another thing. Let's back up. You mean to tell me if Sewell, Pitts, and Chase is on the board, Miami taking Smith? Oh boy, the revolution. Y'all better, man, imagine that. All 3 of those guys on the board and the Miami Dolphins took Smith. Boy, I lose my head. Oh my gosh. Oh man, I'll be bald tomorrow. I'm pulling it all out. Who in their right mind and their mama gonna take Smith? If all 3 of them guys on the board. Somebody says Smith is better than Chase. Is he better than Penei Sewell? Is he better than Kyle Pitts? See, so don't move the goalposts. Don't move the goalposts. Don't move the goalposts. Jeremy Child said he's an option at 6. He an option at 6. I mean, I'll name somebody in the 6th round that's an option. You can be an option all you want. Everybody an option if you're still on the board. So you ain't telling me nothing where he's an option on 6. I don't care that he's an option. When you got a big board, and if 4 people on your big board, At 6 is Penei Sewell, Chase, Smith, and Pitts. Don't tell me he an option. If they even entertain that, Smith won the Heisman, bro. What they got to do with anything? What they got to do with anything? He won the Heisman. What he did in the NFL? Y'all stop that mess, man. We already know what the Heisman is. Numbers. Put the numbers up. Put the numbers up. That's all the Heisman is. The Heisman is like, oh, he made the Pro Bowl. That's what the Heisman is. Who cares? It ain't nothing but a popularity contest. Now, I ain't trying to diminish the kid. He's a special talent. Speedster like no other. Just a great player. But once again, y'all want to that's all y'all want to focus on. Y'all want to ignore the fact that I just said Penei Sewell, Chase, and Pitts is on the board. First of all, Smith shouldn't even be in the conversation. If all three of them on the board, Smith shouldn't even be in the conversation. And that's the point that I'm making here. They want that Tua and Smith connection, TD. You know what? We're going to live and die off of this Alabama train. We're going to live and die off of this Alabama train. If that's what they want, this Smith connection. Stop, man. Stop. Ain't that the same Smith that came out and said he'd take Mac Jones over Tua anyway? I guess he's right. He put up better numbers with Mac Jones. Did I just say that? No, Smith did. Ooh, they don't like it. They boiling inside, the blood boiling. Oh, man. Smith hates Tua. Oh, now Smith the Tua hater. See, y'all killing me, man. Smith the Tua hater now, huh? Boy, oh, boy. Smith is the best wide receiver in the class. Is he better than Kyle Pitts? See, we not talking about that. Y'all keep throwing out these true facts and false lies. Is he better than Kyle Pitts? Is he more valuable than Kyle Pitts? Yeah. Answer that. And truthfully. Answer it truthfully. Stop saying Smith is better than Chase. You see, you keep doing it because you won't answer the question I just said truthfully. Answer the question truthfully. Is he better? Is he more valuable than Pitts? Answer the question truthfully. So we can cut out all these true lies and false fact qualifiers. Well, he's better than Chase, though. That ain't what I just asked you. My point exactly. I don't see no answers coming across that comment section. Because you know it's a conflict with reality. You don't even want to admit to reality. And that's the problem I be having. You fall so much in love with one specific guy, instead of telling the truth, you just silent. No, I can't bring my mouth to say it, even though I know deep down inside what the deal is. And that's why I'm telling y'all now, if Pitts, Sewell, and Chase is on the board, they better not even mention Smith. Better not even mention him. Now, you trade out to number 8, you better go get Smith. That's how I feel. You trade out to number 8, you better go get Smith. Same thing happened last year. I said I wouldn't take Tua at 5. Now, if we trade out 8 or further with all these guys on the board, 8 or further, I'd take Tua. But they took him at 5. And I was like, man, okay. Okay. He ain't playing like a number 5 yet, but we still hopeful. I digress. That Jets background is running my phone dead. If it's about another team, I'm going to put their background on at times, man. You're going to see more videos like this on TD Sports Talk. So make sure you go over there and subscribe to the channel, TD Sports Talk, all right? Don't forget, all right? Make sure you check it out. TD Sports Talk. Insanity in the building said having a Jets background is very suspect and suspicious. Hey, y'all get off of me. Y'all better know where my loyalty lies. Y'all know what time it is, man. Look at y'all trying to give me trouble. Why y'all trying to give me trouble? Man, $10 to take down the ugly Jets logo. Please, I'm begging you. Wow. You donated for me to take down the Jets logo. Are y'all serious? All right. Are you happy now? Is that better? Is that better? Is that better, man? Somebody said I'm missing all the donations. I know. I'm trying to go back and see if they're still here. I just read the one. Let me see. If I miss your donation, I'm sorry. Here come another one. Craig said draft Pitts at 6, trade X to Dallas for 10th overall, and draft Smith at 10, and then draft Harris at 18. Craig. I wish I could see that $5 back just to say thank you. Thank you, Craig. Now you're talking. Now somebody making sense of it all. Somebody giving some real logic. You want your boy Smith? Pull off a move like that. I'm all for it. Now we talking about best offense and defense in the NFL. Now we talking. Shout out to H. Lee Jr. with another $10 donation. Said, thank you, TD. Thank you. He paid $10 for me to move the Jets logo. And I appreciate y'all, man. That was funny, man. Andres with the donation saying, whoever the Jets get will throw 3 interceptions against Miami. Listen, let's get something straight. All we can do is hope so. Y'all better stop that mess. That's how you come back and get bit. First of all, put it in the comment section. Who you think the Jets drafted? Put it in the comment section. Ian Baller said, I totally agree with you, TD. And appreciate the donation, man. He said, Pitts is my first option. If he gets picked before 6, Sewell would be a nice right tackle option. Chase, best wide receiver in draft. Oh, it went fast. Let me go back to it. Any of the 3. Exactly. All right, who y'all got? Y'all say they taking Zach Wilson. What's up, Danny? I see you. Zach Wilson. Yeah, everybody believes they're taking Zach Wilson. I don't think that's a question, but there is a lot of people that also say that Fields could be coming off the board. That's what's interesting about it. Zach Wilson and Fields are starting to be coveted a lot more, but that's why there are teams like the Patriots that's trying to move up to number 4, but the Atlanta Falcons said no to them. This is what y'all got to understand. Why would the Atlanta Falcons say no? Carolina Panthers at number 8 is still going to get a really good threat option. Even the Atlanta Falcons, if they traded to number 8 with Carolina, they were still going to either get a top receiver, a tight end, or a tackle. Couldn't go wrong, but they said no. They getting a quarterback. I'm telling you, you better listen. I digress, man. We don't want X in Dallas, not for the 10th pick. Hey, Mally, you better talk to Jerry Jones. There's a lot of stuff y'all ain't want that he tell you I'm getting anyway. Watch out. But I ain't gonna lie, the Cowboys do have some really good options at the cornerback position at number 10. So they'll be good anyway. It wouldn't be worth trading for Xavier Howard and paying him that big old salary when you could bring in one of these young studs. You know, Xavier Howard is getting older. That's why we definitely want to move off of him now, even though he's playing at a high level. I'll take one more year at that high level. If Tua turns the corner and he takes that big step, ooh, Super Bowl, baby. But we just hopeful that happens, man. I'm just sitting back like, let's see. When the season start, I ain't no pity. Show up, kid. Let's go. Make me support you. Let's go. I mean, I support him anyway, but y'all know what I mean. Let's go. That's what we need. All right, man. We got another donation from Cap for Life. Said TD Pitts is stronger and can block when it counts. I don't know about his injury pass, but I do know he didn't drop one pass this last season. Listen, this man ain't got to be sold, bro. This man ain't got to be sold. You ain't got to prove it to the rest of these guys that want to live in delusion in the comment section. They know what time it is. Got a real deal, man. It don't get much better than that. Shout out to Ian Baller with the donation. Said Falcons said no because Panthers in the same division. I get that. I get that they're in the same division, but at the same token, you better off hitting their pockets hard by taking some of their draft capital. They betting on what, bro, do you know what it is to go from 4 to 8? You getting a haul just like us, just about 3 to 6. From 4 to 8, you gonna get a haul similar to the one that we got. You would have hurt them more by making the trade than them betting on one rookie quarterback that you don't even know. It ain't like it's the top 2 or the top 3 that's going. So, no, I don't want to hear the division mess. Matter of fact, that was an opportunity for the Falcons to steal from them and say, division trade, give me all your capital. From 4 to 8, they would have had to pay. They would have swapped picks this year. They would have gave a 2022 first, and they would have gave a 2023 third. Maybe even a second. Oh, I'll take that all day. But it's very telling the reason they didn't. They're getting them a quarterback, man. The future. Just like Green Bay with Jordan Love behind Aaron Rodgers. Pat Mahomes behind Alex Smith. All of these guys, this is what happens. I keep forgetting to fix that timer, y'all. We got another donation. Appreciate everybody who's been donating. 8K Slider with the donation said, Byron Jones older than Xavier Howard, so they keep Byron. So why keep Byron? First of all, because you gave him all that guaranteed money and he got at least 2 more years of dead cap. That's number one. You have to keep him. Number two, Xavier Howard, his game is interceptions. He's gotten a little better in covering, but his game is interceptions. What y'all fail to realize is Byron Jones is more valuable than X. Because when them interceptions dry up and you got to rely strictly on covering, that's when it matters. See, some of y'all will argue me to death when I say, like y'all ain't got to believe me, man. From a cover standpoint, Byron Jones is better than X. I don't even know why I be arguing this with people. I even see beat writers, Byron got all that money, really didn't live up to it. First of all, if Byron wasn't on the team, you might well take away 5 or 6 of Xavier Howard's interceptions because they wouldn't even through his way. What did Xavier Howard do in the first 3 games of the season when Byron Jones was out? Don't forget that. Getting burnt across the middle. I think he had 1 interception thrown straight to him. What was Xavier Howard doing when Byron Jones was out them games? Nothing. Getting toasted. And what did I do on live? All right, I'm going to say that it's because he's still getting back into form from his injury. As soon as Byron Jones came out, a whole new Xavier Howard. A whole new Xavier Howard. Whole new Xavier Howard, man. And what's funny is Byron Jones never get interceptions. Most of his career, he ends the season with 0 interceptions. He just covers good. And he actually had, if I'm not mistaken, 3 interceptions this year. I was shocked. Everyone he had, I'm like, wow. And he should have had 4. I still can't get over that touchdown where he had the ball in his hand, but the receiver snatched it out. I still can't get over that. That was like beyond me. And to be quite honest with you, I thought the play should have been overturned because he had it, came down, and then the guy falling out of bounds snatched it out. He actually had the ball and touchdown before it was snatched out. But that's neither here nor there. That's neither here nor there. It is what it is. And it kills me. And I feel like Byron Jones had a target on his back with Dolphin fans as soon as they signed him. Why? Because some of y'all are so in love with X. You were mad before Byron even played a snap that he was making more than X because X was your guy. Oh, how they gonna sign Byron all that money? He don't even get interceptions like X. Why you think they signed him to that money? Why you think they signed him to that money? Some of y'all already had that notion. You were rooting against Byron from day one just to uplift X. See, that's a little thing some of y'all have in y'all. Y'all want to down somebody else just to uplift your guy. Byron Jones can lock his man down all day. Then we can have a 3rd and 12 and he give up a 7-yard pass. Man, come on, Byron. Gosh. That was part of the play. And what people don't understand is most of his plays he only allowed that was underneath him. Comeback routes and stuff like that. But the beautiful thing is he was there to make the tackle right away. When people talk about Byron Jones, they point to 3 plays in an entire season. One that was a push-off. The guy literally extended his arm, pushed off, caught it after. And matter of fact, he had to cover for 10 seconds on that play. The quarterback back there scrambling for 10 seconds. He throws like a Hail Mary, pushes off of Byron, catches it, and go in for a touchdown. No offensive pass interference. The second one shouldn't have been pass interference. Byron reached and hit the guy. Shouldn't have been pass interference. And the snatch away in the end zone. I put that on Byron, but it's weird because he had the ball and he got 2 feet down, but they still said touchdown to offensive player. They're the only plays people mention. Those 3 plays when it come to Byron Jones. The only. It baffles me, man. But it's all good. He making his money. Can we keep both B and X? Yeah, we can. We can definitely keep both. But at some point, you got to move on. So when people say, yeah, can we keep both? How long you want to keep them? Forever? At what age? At what age do you move on? Or do you just say when their production falls and they're not worth anything? See, these are the different philosophies of football where I personally feel like there are certain people that don't understand. You can keep a guy forever. So let me use Xavier Howard as an example. And please follow me, some of y'all, because y'all really twist what I be saying because you can't comprehend. I am going to make it elementary as I possibly can. You can keep Xavier Howard. If you keep him next year, he get 8 picks. Hoorah. You keep him the year after that and he get 5. Hoorah. You keep him the year after that and he get 3. All right, I mean, he ain't what he used to be, but it's Xavier Howard, man. He need to retire it often. Then when you finally come to grips, when he's 32 years old or something, it's time for us to move on for X. Well, we can't get nothing from him. That's fine, just cut him. All right, we cut him. Bam, we got nothing from him. And the truth be told, we probably didn't win a Super Bowl anyway. Because he making $15 million a year. And the production is on a decline now. At what point do we realize the production is going to be on a decline? Or you have the alternative. For $6 million at around the 12th pick or something like that, you can go get one of the best corners in the draft and you can develop them to be your next Xavier Howard. Whether you make them an interception machine or you make them a machine that covers well, whatever you want to do. Because last year we wasted a year of Xavier Howard. And that's, oh my gosh, that's my whole point that I keep trying to make to some of y'all. We keep wasting guys' years. This guy had 10 interceptions and we wasted his year. And you know why I say we wasted it? Because first of all, we didn't go to the playoffs off of a guy who had 10 interceptions. And second off, we didn't convert off of one of them. We didn't convert off of one of them. So what was the point? You didn't even take advantage of it. Man, some people say it was a good year. Some people say it was a great year. Get it straight. It was a historical year. This cat balled out. What was it good for? To say that it was historical? You got a guy like that on your team playing like that, you should at least been in the AFC Championship game. 10 interceptions, that's a game changer. That's a team changer. And you want to sit here and bank on that again and again and again. It don't work like that, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all the same people that get burnt. Same people that get burnt. That's what kills me, man. Somebody said historical, but no playoffs. My point exactly. And all I'm saying is, you might can get a second round pick right now for him. His value's going down by the day, and y'all need to understand that. The older he gets, the value goes down. Owen with the donation said, boy, finna gonna need at least 1 year more rebuild. And guess what? Say we do need 1 more year rebuild. Say we make the playoffs and lose in the first round because this was the last year to rebuild. That's a whole nother year of a wasted Xavier Howard and some other guys on the roster. Emmanuel Ogbah and some other guys on the roster. McKinney. You see what I'm saying? These guys getting older, and then next thing you know, you're going to look up and you're going to be having conversations of it might be time to move on from them. And we still ain't win nothing. You got to go get it, man. So what I'm saying to you is, say you can get a second round pick for Xavier Howard, and you invest the first round pick in the draft for his replacement, a good one. Not a reach and no egg monogamy, but who knows? He might be great. We don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We got almost 600 people watching, only 234 likes. Y'all help the channel out. If you appreciate the content, hit that like button, guys. Oh, there it is. Nothing less than a first for X. Whatever it is, I'm just saying. You go get in the first round, you get another asset, and guess what? The benefit of it all is, in the first round, you're probably going to pay a new guy $6 million a year if you're going high in the draft. Maybe even $5 million a year. But you also save $10 million so that you could put in other positions on your team as well and get some quality pieces on the O-line or whatever have you. This is how you work that. And in 2 years, in a year from now, you start looking for Byron's replacement to sit behind him for a year. Because Byron at a minimum got 2 more years, y'all. So next year, they should be looking for Byron's replacement. You think when they brought in Noah, that was to replace Byron, with Byron having 3 years of guaranteed money? No, he was supposed to hopefully be X's replacement eventually. And then this year or next year, they're going to bring in another guy to hopefully be Byron's replacement. That's how you win the game. You keep rotating players. That's how it works. Anyway, man, just wanted to hit y'all with that real quick. I appreciate all 600 of y'all coming through watching. We're going to have a good week this week. We're going to talk about a lot of things Miami Dolphins centric. Big week ahead. The draft is coming at the end of the month. We got to talk through 18 in the second round. We want to talk about the second round where we can get our steals. I'm a second round guy, ladies and gentlemen. I feel like you win the game of football in the second round. It's those players that could have been first round picks and they could have been fourth round picks, but this is where you find your best value, in my opinion, in the second round. What are we going to do in the second round? And that's what we got to discuss, because this is where you can really fill some holes, because second round picks can still be starters to fill starting positions. That's what it's about, y'all. You're wrong, TD. Patriots built that dynasty from the fourth round and beyond. Yeah, they built the dynasty from the fourth round and beyond. You think they knew that? No, they didn't know that. They had good players and a good coach that still made their mistakes work, because they're not good in the first, second, and third round. Bill Belichick just isn't good drafting. Just isn't. Now imagine if they were good drafting. They would still be a dynasty right now. They would be continuing that dynasty. Matter of fact, they might even have 2 more rings from the last several years. So we could talk about what they did, but they've had a lot of failures in their draft. And imagine if they got that right and made it a success. They probably could have had 2 more Super Bowls under their belt in the last 20 years. So I ain't gonna sit here and settle and be like, yeah, but they still did it through the later rounds. Imagine if they got it right in the early rounds. Imagine that. You're right, TD. The best running back in the AFC, J.K. Dobbins, is a second rounder. Ingrid. Gotta be your boy, huh? Hey, but I ain't gonna knock that. But I would say the best running back in the AFC is Lamar Jackson. Ooh, shots fired, Ingrid. The best running back in the AFC is actually Lamar Jackson. And he proves that in the playoffs every time. Because when they need him to throw the ball in the playoffs, no comment. I'm finna get out of here, y'all. This is TD Fans Talk, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. Jets have told y'all they're going to get their quarterback. I've been trying to tell y'all that for a few weeks now. But now, I ain't got to keep trying to prove it. There you have it. They just told you themselves, all right? Keep playing with me, TD. Engraving, man. You know it's all love, but hey, I gotta call it what it is, man. I just can't wait till y'all give Lamar Jackson his $50 million, man, so I can laugh even harder. But anyway, man, that's neither here nor there. I will see y'all later. Fins up, fins up, fins up. The Dolphins about to win the Super Bowl. Tua gonna lead the way. Listen, we gonna get it done, y'all. We gonna get it done one way or another. But we gotta have the faith, man. Love y'all. I will see y'all later. Everybody who donated to the channel, thank you so much. Those who stopped by the PayPal and the Cash App to donate, thank you so much. Everyone who hit that like button and actually weren't lazy to actually show love to the channel, thank y'all so much. Like, thank you if you hit the like button. Thank you for showing love to the channel. Because it's free. It's almost effortless. It's the click of a button. And for you to at least do that, I'm appreciative. And why am I appreciative of doing such a simple thing? Because look how many people don't do it. Thank you all who did it. Thank you all who continue to do it. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. It's fins up no matter what. Let's go, baby. Woo! Pitts on the way. Pitts is on the way.